Wish you a merry podcast. We wish you a merry podcast. We wish you a merry podcast and a happy podcast.
Merry Mini Monday, Chunkies. I'm Carter.
Doge. I'm Jordan.
I'm
Carter.
not as sleepy as I was a while ago. We have ourselves an early recording.
We do.
Which
This
are much
episode
better
brought
than
to you
the
by
late
Cold
ones.
Brew.
The late ones are terrifying. Are they
See,
not?
listening back, I think my voice sounds better on the late ones than it does on the morning ones. You got a little sleep in my throat still.
I know you were doing some pretty good Palpatine this morning. Long
have I slumbered. Yeah, you lost some of the grit.
I lost
think.
it.
It's gone now.
Gone. Have y'all recently, or do you ever? This is specifically questions for the two of you. For Jodan. That's
and
what you are
Dorj.
collectively. Dorj and Jodan. Do you ever just?
Yeah, all the time.
Do you ever just think about? Wait, what's that video? Isn't there when there?
Do you ever have a dream where you wish you want?
Y'all had it verbatim together. For
so
a while.
bad you could do anything.
It's another year of two chunks. Isn't that weird? Like
That
a
is,
calendar year of two
That
chunks.
is
Yeah,
weird.
that's crazy.
Like this is episode 168.
Jeez.
This is our 53rd Mini Monday.
We've been doing Mini Mondays for an entire year.
That's wild.
It's a lot.
At the
Absolutely
same
wild.
time, it feels like something that we've always done
Right.
and feels like something we just started.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing? Like, what's your favorite game we play on Mini Monday?
A Star Was Born.
I love A Star Was Born. Yeah.
Well, so unfortunately, I wanted to play that today, but I'm going to have to say no because there's not any legitimate ones.
Oh,
it was as
man.
if our Lord
Really?
and Savior said, "This is my day."
Yeah, I was about to say Jesus was born
This
this
is
Yeah,
week.
my
I can
week.
think of one.
I can think of one
Carter.
I can think of one
this
star
before you did.
shining over
Though I
Bethlehem.
will say Christmas Day, Jimmy Buffett was born.
Is that real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he did have a birthday on Christmas Day.
Some people say there's a woman to blame.
What's been your least What's been your least favorite game?
Extra credit.
extra credit?
I would be remiss if we did not end this year
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
figured this was coming.
without playing the very last 2019. Here's the thing, you can either end with a bang or it can be awful.
Or a
and you
whimper.
can say, hey, my New Year's resolution is to not be so angry. And to just let your so something I've observed. I don't think I've shared it before, but something that I observe between the two of you in extra credit, you almost always say most of the movies at the very beginning, what are actually in credits.
Dang
But
it.
then you talk yourself
Do we
out of
second
it.
guess ourselves?
Hello,
Absolutely.
welcome to my personality.
And so this is a shameless plug, but our extra credit today is going to deal with Box Office Ball.
Okay.
And the very likely winner of Box Office Ball will be me. And I do realize this
Yeah.
feels very unfair because it's a
Cool.
game I made up.
Hey, you're not helping this not be my least favorite game that we
I
played.
know. So we're going to use pick from each of you, pick a character, pick a actor we have not done in Box Office Ball from your team. And that is how we'll do this. And so if you remember, Box Office Ball is something that we've done for the entire calendar year. We're going to do it again next year, and we might even have some listeners join us, some chunkies join us. We had what is the past tense of think tank?
Thunk tank.
Thunk Tonk.
Thunk tonk.
We had thunk tonk.
We had thunk tonk. We thunk tonked about what we want Box Office Ball to look like for next year, and we're actually going to split it into two different seasons, right down the middle.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the movie seasons kind of fall that way. You'll kind of have
It's
a little
true.
bit of the summer on both, and so we'll have two separate teams. In that second half, the one that will start in August.
Yeah.
Nope, the one that will start in July. I
Yeah.
just looked down at my fingers and was like,
I didn't know what you were doing because I'd never learned the knuckle one.
July.
Okay.
We'll have a chunky or two or three join us for that one.
Yeah, we will.
So
That's
that'll be fun to try this new thing. But in Box Office Ball, we drafted 4 actors, which ended up being players on this team. Whatever money they made from Box Office Ball, would be put into our bank. So whatever money they made from movies they were in that year. So we've decided to let it run a little bit into January because of movies like Jumanji and Star Wars,
Yeah,
The Rise of Skywalker. It's still going to be making money, obviously, in 2020.
Yeah.
There was an interview recently with Samuel L. Jackson, and it was on the Today Show, and they had brought up, I think it might have been Al Roker. I can't remember who was interviewing him, but said, you realize the movies that you have been in this year at that time had made $6.6 billion. I realized that.
You knew that, yeah.
Because I've been keeping up with that. And he's like, what do you think about that? And Samuel L. says, seems like a lot of people are making money off of me being in their movies. It's like, I guess that's a good point. But it's also like when you kind of shotgun your career and just do everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You're bound to hit a lot of the big ones.
It's true. And I don't think anybody's sitting at home saying, hey, give Sam his money back. He needs those $6 billion.
He needs the actual all of the money.
He needs the whole box office thing.
So do y'all have anyone from your team that you would like to do this for?
I have a vote for all 3 teams.
Okay. I have a vote for my team and not one for yours.
I was going to say Dwayne, Ryan, and Keanu.
I was going to say Dwayne, Tom Hanks, and Keanu.
I think Tom Hanks is going to be harder than we think it is.
Have we done Ryan Reynolds, though?
I don't think so. Have we?
I think we did. I think we did Ryan Reynolds after Hobbs and Shaw.
Did we?
Or during the summer.
Did we not do Dwayne during Hobbs and Shaw?
I don't think we did Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I guess it would have been probably during the proposal, before the proposal. I think we've done Ryan because I distinctly remember having a conversation. Deadpool 1 and 2? X-Men Origins in there?
Okay.
Yeah, we did do Ryan Reynolds. So we can't do Ryan Reynolds. And then Extra Credit should be a game that you know. We play that often. This is an IMDb algorithm that names the top 4 credits of actors. They try and guess them for point totals, trying to reach 9. They can reach a possible 15. They have played, in our 53 Mini Monday episodes, they've played probably 20 times and won once.
So I will say from your team, I think we could get 3 of Michael Keaton's immediately.
You think so?
I think we're going to have Batman. I think we're going to have Birdman. And I think we're going to have Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spotlight could be in there.
All the mans. Isn't that strange?
All the mans.
I don't think Spider-Man Homecoming is going to be in his top 4.
I don't think Spider-Man Homecoming is going to be his top one.
I don't think it is, but maybe.
Okay. Do you feel more it's your team. Who's your boy from your team?
Chris Pratt, we could also get maybe.
Guardians 1, 2, Avengers 3, 4.
We know it's going to be Avengers Endgame because everybody that was in that has it in their top 4, so that's an easy get.
He might have Parks and Rec.
Guardians 1 or 2, potentially Jurassic World. I think we can get Chris Pratt pretty easily. You want to do Chris from my team?
Sure. Yeah.
And if we're not going to do Ryan from yours, you think Tom Hanks over Holland?
Tom Hanks over Holland. We've done Holland before, haven't we?
Probably. So Hanks and then definitely Keanu from Carter's team.
Keanu because,
Okay.
So we start with Chris Pratt?
Yes, sir.
Can we ask if there's a TV show?
There is.
Okay, so it's
Parks and Recreation, lock it in.
Bong bong. No, I'm kidding.
Don't do that.
Bing, 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 bing. Number 3.
Okay. Do you want to go Avengers Endgame next?
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame.
Bong bong.
Jurassic World.
It's going to be Infinity War.
Uh-huh.
Are y'all locking things in?
You want to Jurassic World? Or Infinity War?
I hate that we started with the bong bong.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Dude, that is unreal. Who was just in Endgame? That was it. Jon Favreau had Endgame in his top 4 and he's in Endgame for like 11 seconds.
Yeah.
And Chris Pratt wasn't that's not in his top 4.
Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be there. For sure in there. Guardians, lock it in.
Bing, 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 bing. Number 1.
Yeah.
Jurassic World is going to be in there.
You think so?
And the Lego movie.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
You don't think there's any Avenger? You don't think it's Infinity War? You don't think it's Guardians 2?
I don't. I think it's Jurassic World and then the Lego movie.
Okay.
Which one do you want to lock in? Do you want to lock in either of those?
Those make me really nervous.
Okay. What would you feel more comfortable locking in?
I feel like one of the 2 Avengers that just blew everything out of the water the last couple of years has to be, but if you don't think so, then let's do Jurassic World.
I feel confident about it. Is there one of those 2 that I've mentioned that you feel confident about?
Jurassic World.
Okay. Jurassic World, lock it in.
This is your last lock-in for Chris Pratt.
No, we have one more after this.
No, you have a bong bong already. This is your 4th one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is our last guess.
What did we get? Parks and Rec.
We got
Guardians
Parks and Rec.
1.
We got Guardians 1. We missed Endgame. So this is our last guess for Chris.
You think Jurassic World?
I do.
As
bing,
our
bing,
last?
bing, bing,
Okay,
bing.
yeah.
Number 4. Number 2, the Lego movie.
Okay, good.
So that's 3. That's good.
Good
Y'all are on
instincts.
that average.
Good instincts. That made me really nervous.
Strong. We're gonna finish strong this year on extra credit.
Timothy Hanksford.
So I mean, it's Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Toy Story.
So Forrest Gump, lock it in. You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Bing, bing, bing. Number 3.
Sleepless in Seattle.
You think Toy Story 1?
I don't know which Toy Story.
Okay.
I think Sleepless in Seattle for sure.
Really?
I do. It's a huge deal.
Over, what's the other one he does? It's not When Harry Met Sally, is it? You've Got Mail, one of those? You think it's
one of
Sleepless
those
in
too.
Seattle?
I think it's
instead of
Sleepless
that?
over the others, yeah.
Okay.
Sleepless in Seattle, lock it in?
Bong, bong.
Yeah.
Polar Express for sure.
Two more guesses.
Castaway.
Yeah, gonna be Castaway.
One of the Toy Stories. You think that movie where he was Walt Disney is a big enough deal?
Saving Mr. Banks.
Is that what it is?
Saving Mrs. Banks.
Mr. Banks, I think. You think that's a big enough deal?
No, I don't.
It's got to be a Toy Story.
Yeah, I bet it's Toy Story 1. Let's save that for last.
Okay.
That's a ripcord that we can pull.
Do you want to try Castaway?
I think it's.
Ripcord. You can pull. He's Woody.
Like Woody.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you think Castaway?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Bing, bing, bing. Number 1.
Yeah. Over
Okay.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Wow.
I bet that factors into the algorithm thing, though. Like he's it for
Yeah,
most of that movie.
That's true. That's a good point. So we got Forrest Gump. We got Castaway. We whiffed on. Oh, what about Big?
Big. Yeah.
So we have 2 slots.
Uh-huh.
One of them could be a Toy Story, but we don't know which Toy Story. We could swing for something that's not a Toy Story.
This is an early boy question from my early boy brain. Is he Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
I'll be up there.
Could be Saving Private Ryan, actually.
I think it might be. Yeah. You lock it in?
Saving Private Ryan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing.
Woo.
Number 4.
Nice.
All of his credits were
So, hey,
Oscar
wait.
nominations and wins.
We've got one more for him.
No,
right?
you don't.
That was all of our guesses.
Got a bong
You
bong.
don't just keep guessing until you get all of them.
But
We got a
I
bong
want to
bong.
win.
It's
This
not
is the
how
last
this
one of the
game
decade,
works.
Carter.
Number 2 is Big.
Oh, Big was it? It's
He
not
had
a Toy Story.
He had an Oscar nomination for Big. Did you know
Okay.
that?
No, I didn't.
I did not
So
know
what was
that.
his top 4? Read me those again.
Castaway, Big, Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan.
Oh man.
No Toy Stories. I'm
No
glad
Toy Stories.
I'm glad we steered away.
So we've got to get this last person.
It comes down.
No, we need
Perfect.
3. We only need 3. We got 3
Oh.
and 3.
Yeah.
It
We've got
comes
wiggle room.
down to
Bianu Beeves.
here at the end, the last extra credit of 2019. This is a great scenario. We've got 6 points. We only need 3. All you have to do is get 3.
Keanu's been in a lot of
movies.
stuff.
Okay, I think we can get it though. It's interesting that Box Office Ball began the first person to put points up on the board was Keanu for replicas.
Hey, and here
now
we are.
He's the last actor that we're talking about an extra credit for the year.
Life's a flat circle.
So, The Matrix.
Yes.
It's there.
Yep. Lock it in.
Bing, bing, bing. Number 1.
Okay. Do you think The Matrix Reloaded is in there?
I think I would be more comfortable going with John Wick.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
I know he has. John Wick is a huge deal.
It's true.
Lock it in.
First one?
Yep.
Okay.
John Wick, lock it in.
Bong, bong.
Yeah.
You have to
nervous
get these
about.
next 2
Ooh.
to win Box Office Ball. And you'll have never won without getting extra credit, though it is possible.
Yeah.
There's literally only one way to win without getting extra credit, and it's to get 3 on every single actor.
Speed. Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's a big deal, dude.
Which one?
They're only making the second one now, aren't they?
I thought that was the third one.
Well, I would guess it's the first one if
Yeah.
it's in there. I don't know. I thought there was only one, but maybe there's 2.
I could be wrong.
I would say Bill and Ted is pretty likely. Speed might be up there. The Matrix Reloaded could honestly be
Yeah.
in there. It could be another one of the Wicks, but I don't want to.
I don't want to hang our hat on John Wick.
I think 2 is bigger than 1. 3 might be too new, but I think 2 is bigger than 1.
So our options are Bill and Ted. If a John Wick is in there, it's probably John Wick 2.
I think
you're thinking.
so. Speed could be up
Speed.
there. The Matrix Reloaded could be
Matrix
up there.
Reloaded.
It's not going to be like Johnny Mnemonic or something like that.
No.
Um,
Dracula.
it's not going to be The Day the Earth Stood Still, is my guess.
No.
Um,
So we really got 4 that we feel good about.
Well, I'm sure there's others that I'm just blanking on.
We have 2 guesses left.
I would be shocked if Bill and Ted wasn't in his top 4.
Okay, I trust you.
Bill and Ted, lock it in.
Bong bong.
So we got one more guess.
I'm going to give you an extra guess. In the spirit of Life Day, the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of 2 Chunks. An extra guess. I don't think y'all like that I'm giving you this.
I don't
but
like that
I'm
at all.
doing it.
So do you want to do John Wick 2?
I
Or
guess
Speed?
I'm starting to be at a loss. Like like if Bill and Ted's not up there, if John Wick's not up there, like I know there's stuff that we're forgetting that he was in. That was he in Reign of Fire with
No.
Christian Bale?
No, that was Woody Harrelson.
I'll give you one more guess. Like it keeps going. So if you get the next one right, then you can guess again. You see what I'm saying? But if you
we
get
the
this
next one
wrong,
it's
then
over.
It's like
It's
this.
over.
Yeah.
John Wick 2?
Sure, lock it in.
Bong bong.
Yeah, I
Happy
figured.
extra credit, everybody. This always deflates the room, but I have fun. The Matrix was number 1. Number 2 is Speed. Did you know on the movie poster of Speed it says "Get ready for Rush Hour"? This is 1994. Wasn't Rush Hour around that time?
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Number
Speed
3
is over the John Wicks, over Bill and Ted. I mean, it's a fine movie,
You
but
definitely said it too, so you had a
Oh,
chance.
yeah.
Number 3 is Point Break.
Point Break.
Number 4, The Matrix Reloaded.
Okay,
I thought
You had them.
there
It
was
was
no
there.
chance Point Break would be in there. I specifically did not mention Point Break. So I was like, there's no way that's bigger than any of the John Wicks.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think Speed. I think John Wick has surpassed what Speed ever was, but I guess Speed at the time was so culturally. I mean, it was a big deal. I mean, it was a
guess,
big time
yeah.
action movie.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good movie. I like it, Sandra.
Speaking of big time movies, do you know what our most downloaded episode was of 2019?
I think I do. I don't remember.
I don't.
Was it A New Hope?
Mm-mm.
Endgame. It's got to be Endgame.
Endgame. Yeah.
Yep.
Endgame. The actual, so all 3 of our top most downloaded were, they weren't Disney movies. So it's actually great. So number 1 was Endgame. Number 2 was Far From Home.
Oh, great.
Number 3, School of Rock.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Isn't that phenomenal?
Yeah.
I think there was just so much energy around that. People just were like, I think I should download this episode.
Yeah, 100%.
That was one of
Absolutely.
my favorite episodes that we have ever done.
Oh,
Maybe
that was
my
real
favorite.
fun.
That movie will never die, I don't think.
As we review 2019, we're basically doing what award shows do. I mean, what do you, academies, these kind of things. I want
The
to run
2 Chunks
through.
Academy. Yeah.
I think we should run through the Golden Globes.
Okay.
Just a few of the nominations here. Talk about gut reaction of who you think is going to win. It's really interesting. We talked about it last year, but I think we're starting to see more and more streaming platform movies being nominated for these big awards. How do y'all personally feel about that?
I'm all about it.
I think it's interesting because we see Netflix recently bought up that old theater in, I don't remember which theater it is, but they bought up a theater that was kind of run down to screen their original movies. And on the surface, that looks like oh wow, this is a great thing. But in order to qualify for a Best Picture Oscar, it has to have a theatrical run of at least some duration. And so that's Netflix asserting itself and saying, hey, we want to be eligible for awards because we think what we're doing is pretty great.
Yeah. And what
So-
they are doing is pretty great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Irishman, but it is
yet.
one of it's way up there in terms of nominations.
Yeah.
A movie that I saw last night, which was funny to see it before The Rise of Skywalker, was Marriage Story.
Ooh.
Um,
Yeah.
I haven't
it's
seen it yet.
Good.
That's what I've heard.
It's
Yeah.
heavy,
Yeah.
but it's good. So the Golden Globes is interesting because it splits into drama and musical comedy in the movie side of things. And
Yeah.
then there's some TV stuff too. And so there was a lot of controversy around this when The Martian came out because it was considered a comedy.
Mhm.
They had it as a comedy and it won, but it won for best musical comedy. So
I
best
love all
motion
the
picture.
songs from The Martian.
Oh, my favorite.
It's so good.
Musical or comedy. So I guess that changes things. But the best picture 1917 for drama is up there,
Mhm.
which that looks so stressful.
Yes.
It does very much.
The Irishman, Joker,
Uh-uh.
Marriage Story, and The Two Popes.
Oh yeah.
Have y'all
Oh.
heard about The Two Popes?
Yeah.
Is that Chalamet?
No.
No, you're thinking of The King on Netflix.
Yes,
King.
that is what I'm thinking of.
This has Anthony Hopkins.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we'll get to the other there. But best motion picture, musical or comedy, Dolomite Is My Name. That's the Eddie Murphy movie. that I was
yeah.
telling you guys
Yeah.
about.
Wow.
Jojo Rabbit,
Haven't seen it.
Knives Out,
Haven't seen it.
which is phenomenal. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Oh,
very
I loved
good.
that movie.
And then Rocket Man. I haven't seen Rocket Man.
Odd to me that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is not drama, but okay.
Right. That is odd. There's funny parts. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture.
Do you want us to say who we think is going to win?
Who do you think is going to win the comedy?
I think it's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my guess.
I think if it's going to be super critiquey, I think it's Jojo Rabbit,
Oh, yeah.
which would be really interesting. What about drama for you guys? 1917, The Irishman, Joker, Marriage Story, The Two Popes.
I think it's going to be Joker, which makes me mad.
I don't know.
I need to see The Irishman. I was surprised
I really think The
at
Irishman's
how
gonna
many
sweep.
nominations.
I have hit pause on everything that's not Star Wars or Christmas.
Right? It's
So,
been
like,
tough.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm missing a
We've
ton of
literally done
stuff
Star
recently.
Wars for 12 weeks.
Don't tell Scorsese, but I have been prioritizing the holiday baking challenge over.
Oh,
The
Hey,
Irishman.
same. I'm
Mary
pretty sure
Berry.
Sarah's going to take it home.
Well,
Probably,
anymore, right?
yeah.
Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama. So in Harriet, Cynthia Erivo, I think is how you pronounce her name. She's playing Harriet Tubman
Okay.
in that movie. Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story, which I don't remember Scarlett ever getting a ton of Oscar buzz, but my goodness, like I just saw this movie and she was so very good. Saoirse Ronan in Little Women, which I'm excited to see that. Charlize Theron in Bombshell,
Oh, I want to see that movie.
and Renee Zellweger in Judy. What do you think about that?
Any of
I
these.
also haven't seen any of them.
I'm just going to say Scarlett because
Yeah.
I've seen it. Best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama. And a lot of the times, I mean, you are almost always going to see 5 of these 10, right? Because we've got it split
Yeah.
up in the Oscars.
Mhm.
And I definitely know who I hope will be there. But we've got Christian Bale for Ford vs. Ferrari.
Okay.
He's almost always a shoe-in
Yeah.
to be nominated if
Yeah,
he's in a
he's
movie.
just that good.
Antonio Banderas, which this is not his
Wow.
first Oscar nomination, in
Wow.
Pain and Glory. Adam Driver in Marriage Story. Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, and then Jonathan Pryce for The Two Popes. Remember who Jonathan Pryce is? He was the Sparrow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He is one of the popes. So
He's a dead ringer for the Pope, too.
he is
Yeah,
he
he
is
is.
playing Benedict.
cool.
Okay.
And then Hopkins is playing
John Paul?
yes.
Yeah, I just want Adam Driver to win everything. I
think-
love him.
I agree, but I think this one's going to be Joaquin.
I think so, too.
Yep. Best
Which
performance.
Joaquin's performance in Joker is
Great. It's
It's the best part of the movie is him.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical or comedy. Aquafina in The Farewell. I heard
Heard good things about that
excellent
movie.
things about that movie, and it's really cool that she got a Golden Globe nomination.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
like that might not have been what her or people watching.
Her personality
Expect- yeah.
grates on me a little bit,
Sure.
but
Yes, very much.
I want to see that movie, and I hope that I'm blown away.
Yep. Kate Blanchett in Where'd You Go, Bernadette.
Okay.
Ana de Armas in Knives Out. She's our protagonist in Knives Out. She's
Mm.
really, really good. I think she's going to be a big deal.
She was great in Blade Runner.
Beanie Feldstein in Booksmart,
Yeah.
Oh man!
and Emma Thompson in Late Night.
So Beanie was incredible in Booksmart.
I haven't seen Booksmart.
I kind of think it's going to go to her. I haven't
dude.
seen Booksmart either, but I think
Y'all
it's going to go to her.
both, please
I
watch
know
that movie.
that- I
It's so fun. It's like it's very Lady Bird vibes as far as just like it feels like high school.
Yeah.
It really does in like
Yeah.
a really fun way. That movie was awesome. Billy Lord is in it, and she's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny,
Hmm.
like hilarious.
That's surprising because I've not been impressed with anything she's done in the sequel trilogy.
She's really funny in
Good.
Booksmart.
I would love de Armas to get it. I think it would be such a. I don't even know if she's going to be nominated for an Oscar though.
Right.
And then I think Kate Blanchett is always like, if you are against her,
You're terrified.
that's got to be super terrifying.
Yes.
Like really intimidating.
It's like
She-
Meryl.
She is phenomenal. She's almost up there. I don't think we can touch that. What is it? 18 nominations.
Yeah.
Something like
19.
Yeah.
Best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical comedy. We've got Daniel Craig in Knives Out, which he's amazing.
that. Okay.
Like he puts on. You forget that he is very British.
I think he's always good. Did you see Logan Lucky?
No, I haven't seen that. Isn't that crazy?
He's like Kentucky backwoods character in
Yeah.
that movie, and
Yeah.
he's just so. I think he's just always good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Daniel Craig a lot.
too.
Roman Griffin Davis and Jojo Rabbit.
Okay.
Leo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's got to make your butt clench a little bit if you're up against him. Taron Egerton in Rocket Man.
Can I tell you something crazy about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah,
For me, did you both see it?
I did.
No. I did not.
I think for me, and I'm a huge Leo fan, I think Brad Pitt outclassed him in that movie for me. And I was not anticipating that.
I can see that. I don't know if I think that. I need to see it again.
I was blown. Yeah, I need to watch it again as well. And don't get me wrong, loved them both.
Yeah.
But Brad blew me away.
Yeah. Pitt was
in that movie.
Really, really good. I did not think that I would come out of that movie thinking it might be one of my like top 2 or 3 Tarantino movies.
I know. He looks better, by the way, at 53 or however old he is than I ever have or ever will.
Yeah.
Unreal. When he's on that roof.
Yes. Eddie Murphy in Dolomite is the last one to round up the musical or comedy.
I would love to see Taron win this for no other reason than I like him. I didn't see Rocket Man.
I don't think I want him to win though. I don't like this. I don't want that to be consistent. It's like, hey, if you just play
a famous musician,
famous musician.
I guess Rami Malek won last year.
I'd like to see Leo win, or I think Leo should win. I should say. I think I'd like to see Eddie Murphy win, just because of how bananas that would be.
Yeah. I want Knives.
He was nominated for all Shreks
for
Best Supporting Actor.
That's not real. Is that real?
It's not real at all. It was for Meet Dave.
Gosh. I want Knives Out to have some kind of acting nomination at the Oscars.
Yeah, me too.
Best Director for Motion Picture. At this point, when they do things like, so actors are the only ones that they split outside of possibly screenplay. I don't think it's on screenplay, but the only one they split between the drama and the comedy thing. Yeah. Best Director Motion Picture. Bong Joon-ho of Parasite.
Yeah. That's going to win.
He's the Snowpiercer director.
He's going to win.
Sam Mendes of 1917. Todd Phillips of Joker. Martin Scorsese of The Irishman. Quentin Tarantino of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I don't see how you can 100% say that Bong Joon-ho wins.
I think he's going to.
I think he's really good.
I
haven't seen Parasite. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't.
I want to.
Endless buzz about that.
I have as well. But I mean, you got to look at, Tarantino is a powerhouse. Scorsese's a powerhouse. Todd Phillips, Joker, blew people away. I wasn't a fan, but Sam, what's his name? 1917. What's his name? Mendes. Dude, that movie's getting all kinds of buzz right now. You remember what happened with Alejandro Inarritu with Birdman? And it was just like, whoa, this guy's out of nowhere. Like, I'm getting a similar vibe from that. I don't know, man. Okay. I think there's some hot best director contenders this year.
We'll see. That's anybody's game at this point.
Best screenplay for a motion picture. Noah Baumbach, who did Marriage Story. Dark Horse. I think I really do think y'all should see that. And then Bong Joon-ho and Jin Won Han of Parasite. Anthony McCartan of The Two Popes. Quentin Tarantino of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then Steven Zaillian of The Irishman.
So Tarantino...
It feels like The Irishman should be best adapted screenplay, though. Wasn't that a book?
That I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Have we talked about Tarantino and my thoughts on him before?
They don't designate between adapted and original.
I'm sure we have. I don't know if we have on the show.
Right. So Tarantino is, I know for sure you and I have talked about this. Tarantino is a complete and total hack. And I love him so like he does one thing and he does it so well.
And you like what he does.
He's okay with it. I'm okay with it. He's so good. So all that to say, I think that there's a good chance that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is some of his best writing ever.
Sure.
Yeah. I love his dialogue, but I mean, even here, it was just on another level, I think. So I'm going to say that it's going to be Tarantino for that one.
I think that'd be great. Performance by an actress in a supporting role in any motion picture.
Wow. Okay.
So this is a good hint at what might happen at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell.
Okay.
Annette Bening for The Report. Laura Dern for Marriage Story. I mean, Marriage
Story's all over this, dude.
Jennifer Lopez for Hustlers.
Okay.
And then Margot Robbie for Bombshell. Margot
she's nominated every time she does anything.
Quite the career to start. Her and J-Law, in terms of young actresses, are just doing it.
I think
Emma
she's
Stone,
a better
it's really
actor than
strong.
J-Law.
Yeah.
Best performance by an actor in a supporting role, Tom Hanks. Whoa, this list is wild. Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Anthony Hopkins for The Two Popes. Al Pacino for The Irishman.
Oh my gosh.
What year is it?
Yeah,
Joe Pesci for The Irishman. And Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What on earth?
I wanted to
Haven't they all won Oscars?
Probably. So, yeah.
Brad, what did Brad win for? Has Brad won an Oscar?
That I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably for Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
No.
It was for Troy.
And then quickly we'll go through some of the television stuff. We're a movie podcast, so we don't have to like guess on these things. But if anything, this is a good thing to know maybe what to watch, what you should be watching, what you should be streaming for most of these. Television series, drama, Big Little Lies.
Yes.
Love it. The Crown. Haven't watched it, but I know it's good. Killing Eve, The Morning Show, which is the one with Carell and Witherspoon and
Not Witherspoon, Aniston.
both.
Oh, she's in
They're
it too?
both in it.
Dang, Reese needs to stop doing prestige TV. Leave some pie for the rest of us.
Right? And Succession,
Yeah.
which I don't know if y'all have seen that, but it's good.
Haven't watched. Have heard endlessly good things.
So
Our famous Mike Trozo is a big fan.
yes, he is. Actress in a television series drama. So it's Aniston for The Morning Show, Olivia Colman for The Crown, Jodie Comer for Killing Eve, Nicole Kidman for Big Little Lies, and Reese Witherspoon for The Morning Show. Actor in television series drama, Brian Cox for Succession, Kit Harington for Game of Thrones. That's stupid.
No, he's not going to get
He
it.
doesn't even deserve to be up
I
there.
don't want it.
Rami Malek for Mr. Robot, Tobias Menzies for The Crown, and Billy Porter for Pose. Television series for comedy, Barry.
Oh,
Barry wins.
Fleabag, which
Ooh.
I think that's going to win because it's
Yeah.
winning everything that ever
Yeah.
existed. The Kaminsky Method, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel,
that is blowing people away.
who feels
Callie
like-
loves this show.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's been nominated for everything for 3 years.
Rachel Brosnahan gets a ton of attention every award season
She is
for that.
so good.
Yeah.
And then The Politician,
Oh,
Okay.
the Ben Platt show.
which was
Yeah.
good. Best performance by an actress in television series, comedy or musical, Christina Applegate for Dead to Me, which is
Okay.
really good. Rachel Brosnahan, is that how you say it?
Brosnahan. Yeah.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Kirsten Dunst on Becoming a God in Central Florida, Natasha Lyonne for Russian Doll, and then Phoebe Waller-Bridge for Fleabag.
Yeah, she's going to
I
win.
think she's gonna win. it.
Actor in a television series, comedy or musical, Michael Douglas for The Kaminsky Method, Bill Hader for Barry. Boy, I hope he gets it.
Me
I think
too.
he deserves it. Ben Platt for The Politician, Paul Rudd for Living with Yourself,
Oh, yeah.
which is a Netflix series
Uh-huh.
about it. Yeah, it seems really, really interesting.
I heard it was just okay.
Yeah.
And then Rami Youssef for Rami. Rami? Is it Rami?
I don't know.
I'm not
sorry.
sure.
I don't know
I'm not
everything.
familiar.
And then we won't really get into limited series or anything like that. The Golden Globes is long.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Long. But a lot of people are thinking that The Irishman will do really well.
Yeah. It's helpful to think of, for listeners who might not be as familiar with the award cycle, it's helpful to think of this as like Olympic qualifiers. Like if you do well in this,
yeah.
if you do well in Golden Globes, there's a great chance you're going to do well at the Oscars.
Yeah, the percentage is pretty high.
Yeah.
But if you win a Golden Globe, you'll win an Oscar.
There is no direct correlation,
Right,
but it's a good
right.
predictor.
To end 2019's Mini Mondays and to end this episode, in the spirit of Christmas,
Yes.
I want you to pick.
I've heard of it.
It needs to be something that's big enough to go under the tree. Or should I say small enough to fit under your tree? But there's going to be a present there for you that you'll unwrap
Okay.
on Christmas Day. What if the most thoughtful person in your life, the one that knows you love movies so very much,
Yes.
gets you a gift? They have an endless budget, but it is one item. It can be any prop, any script, anything related to movies that is under your tree. What is that gift for you? What is the thing that you are like, I cannot believe you did this? I'm wondering how you found it. How could you afford it? How did you know this person?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you. I'm Carter. And with its certificate of authenticity, I open up the gift, and lo and behold, it is the mask worn by Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs. The very mask.
Wow.
I think I would shadow box it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, please don't ever. I don't.
Okay,
would
that
I
took
wear
me
it
a
once
second.
though?
That took me a second. I was picturing you shadow boxing. Yep, 100%.
Fake fighting it.
Would I? Yeah, because I hate him. Finally, I get to fight his mask.
Finally, you get to punch Anthony Hopkins in his stupid head.
That would be bonkers.
pretty
I
big
think
deal.
it would bring a curse upon my home, though.
I think so,
wherever I
yeah.
kept
Pretty
it.
It would
dark.
be like Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yeah, very much.
You know what?
exactly
I
the
changed
same.
my mind. I want the. I want.
mask. Jim
I want the
Carrey's
one
the
that,
mask.
but the one that specifically the dog wore.
Exactly. For Nana. Nana would look really cute in a mask like that.
Yeah.
I'm Doge, and I am picturing myself Christmas morning. I walk to the tree, and there is a box. And inside the box, I open it, and there is just a regular DVD copy of Hobbs and Shaw. And then I hear a voice, and I feel a light tap on my shoulder. and it's my best friend, Ryan Reynolds. And he's there surprising me just like he surprised me in the movie. And we spend the rest of Christmas break hanging out and doing stuff.
That's so fun.
That'd be very good.
I like that. Which that was one of my favorite moments of 2019.
Yes.
Us sitting there and Ryan Reynolds being
one of my
the
least
Hobson
favorite.
Shaw. Yeah,
Actually.
for sure.
For Two Chunks and a Hunkin' for 2019, I'm Jordan.
Oh, you get to speak on behalf of the whole year?
And
Wow.
just
I wasn't aware that we had a meeting to confer that sort of power onto you.
asserting my dominance by continuing. Underneath my tree, I would like to unwrap a box filled with the full set of Team Pup Inside's gear from the Disney Channel original movie Brink. I'm talking
Yes.
t-shirt. I'm talking
Yes.
pads and purple helmet. I'm talking
amazing.
skates.
Yeah.
I want the full Team Pup Inside's fit. I want the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Put it on. Go skate. I asked for rollerblades for Christmas, so I just replaced them with
Yeah.
the Team Pup
whole
Inside's
thing.
blades, and then I would go soul skate and beat Team X blades and throw a chocolate milkshake in Val's face.
If there's one thing I've learned how to say from 2019, it's this. That fit is fleek, dog.